Hi, this is George Alger, and welcome to another segment of Our Ventura TV. Today we're speaking with Gary Stephani, who is the chairman of the Boys and Girls Club of Conejo Valley. Welcome, Gary.
Thanks for having me, George.
So we're going to be talking about the Boys and Girls Club, but let's first of all get a little intro. How did you become involved with the Boys and Girls Club?
Okay. I moved in 2004 to California, and I've lived and was transferred many times over my career in a lot of different cities. And I've always had a passion for young people. And some people like performing arts and the theater, etc. Some people like animals, whatever, a different interest. Even though I may like those things, my passion have been young people. So I've been, involved with organizations such as Junior Achievement, been on the board there, as well as on the board of the Boy Scouts for many years, as well as I was the chairman of the board of the USO, serving young military people when I was in Washington, D.C. I was a coach for 20-some years of kids' teams and coached multiple teams during the years. So young people are something that I have passion about. And so it worked just how it happened that I met another board member when about 2005, after a year I was here and talked to them, went and met some other board members, went to a meeting, said kind of liked what the concept that was happening, and it was for a young organization at that point in time. And I've been involved since 2005. So.
Well done.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about what the Boys and Girls Club does, and this, as I understand, is broken down into programs.
Yes. First there's Boys and Girls Club of America. We're the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Conejo Valley. And so there's some from different areas. There's a Ventura, Camarillo Boys and Girls Club. Our area that we cover are both the Conejo school districts, so it goes to Newberry Park, Thousand Oaks, Westlake Village, as well as the Las Virgenes school districts, George, which covers Agoura Hills, Calabasas type areas. And so, what we do is we started in 2001, George, and so we're a relatively new type organization. Built our first club in 2003, and we have proceeded to build 6 clubs in our overall general territory there, and operate six clubs. So our clubs, the best way to say it, we have a slightly different business model than some of the other Boys and Girls Clubs that you may see in different parts of the country or the world. We're located on elementary and middle school campuses. And we have a partnership with the school district where we, for $1 a year, we have a lease. And we build our Boys and Girls Club there on a elementary or middle school type campus in our territory. And then we have that partnership, and we don't build a gym. Like a lot of Boys and Girls Clubs have a gym, we don't build a gym. And so number one, the high cost of land out in Southern California is very high, so we avoid that expense. And so we build about a 10,000 square foot structure. And we have a partnership with the schools where we use their gyms, their athletic fields, their general type areas. They use our facilities during the school day.
And all your clubs have a 10,000-foot facility, or there's one there's one that serves all 6 of the clubs?
No, we have 4 that we built that are 6,000 square foot facilities, and then we have 2 clubs that are in smaller facilities. Let's call them modular type units, and that's been our modus operandi. We start out in a modular type unit, less cost, make sure we have parents that are and kids that are buying into the overall program. We many times have to raise enough money to be able to build a facility. And so we start out there, try our concept out, seeing it works, build up so the parents know who we are, and then we go and build a facility, and we raise the money. So we built 4 of those 10,000 square foot. We have 2 more that are operating in about a 2,400 square foot modular units.
Okay.
That's right now, yes.
Good.
Right.
So, and then speak some about the programs.
Okay, all right. The 3 key things we try to stress in our mission, and I think they make an awful lot of sense, is that 1, we know there's an awful lot of kids that aren't graduating high school and not doing as well as we could do. Academic success is a key part of what we focus on, number 1. 2, healthy lifestyles. There's an awful lot of children who are obese and playing with a computer, not getting much activity. Healthy lifestyle is another key mission that we have in all our programs. And the 3rd one is building character and integrity in young people.
Wow.
And so those 3 things, if we sit back and think about all of our programs, they kind of make sure whenever we start talking about new programs, do they come back do this. And trying to bring all those things in a fun club-type environment where kids are having fun. So, talking about some of the programs we have in those type areas, there's an awful lot of parents in this area who are both parents working in our area, or they're single parents that are working, and they're looking for a safe environment where they're conducive to good activities for their kids before and after school. So our key thing that we're open in the morning before school. We have breakfast there for the kids as well as the programs. We're open at the noon hour because remember we're at the school campuses. So middle school kids come over at noon hour. They like to be at a different place. They may play pool, may play ping pong, may go and do homework in our various homework type rooms. We've got computers there with all the software that they have from the schools and things like that at our computer labs in our clubs. And then we're also open after school. And so after school, it's pretty simple. The kids can just walk right across. We also do bring in from the elementary schools and center middle school examples. Some of the kids, we bring them in using our vans that we have, as well as we have a bus for transporting kids because they don't always, especially during the summertime, want to be in the same place. So we have after school type programs. So let's talk about some of the programs that we have and how they fit into those. Academic success. After school, every day for 1 hour, it's quiet time. You see when the kids first get in there, they're having certain snacks, they're having fun, seeing their friends. Boom, there's a quiet period for an hour then where they go into their rooms, do homework. We have tutors that work with the kids on a one-on-one type basis, and they need to get that homework done. And so there's nothing. Then we have various enrichment type classes. So we find what kids like, and we've been fortunate to have certain people that have supported things like music and performing arts. So I kind of call us the farm kid. The farm thing is that all our kids get to participate that want to, and they can come over and play guitar. And we have guitars for them to learn how to play, and we have lessons for them. They can be part of a rock band, put together a rock band type thing. Learn how to, as elementary kids playing the ukulele, how to do it, and so and also they get opportunities to perform. And everybody gets to participate in the event, and a lot of these kids, there's their first chance to get involved with music because the schools, we all know, have significant cutbacks, George. And we get that opportunity to do this at a very young age, and I call it a farm club because hopefully they're going to be interested, stay interested, and maybe become part of the high school band or the high school choir or something like that. And so that's some of the examples of there. The other key thing from a program standpoint is we all know STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math are very important, I believe, to our future success. And here doing it in a fun environment where kids are learning, we have some people who come in that have this robotics, and it's really worked out well. The kids like it, where they're building these robots, and they compete against one another in certain wars and different things, and it's amazing how we can get young kids, and the instructors, I give them all the credit in the world, they're great at working with them, and so they do learn about science, they learn about technology, they learn about engineering, they learn about math. He even has them do kind of a business plan as to, how to put what the kit costs and things like that. So he's teaching them an awful lot of things, is one example.
This is amazing. Now, are the instructors and all the participants volunteers? We have
a combination. We couldn't do it without the volunteers. We have about 250 volunteers. The sweet spot of kids that we serve are young kids from age 3 through 15 in the age bracket. Kids that are in high school later on, we have them counselors in training. So they are also ones that come in and help the younger kids. They come back, and now they're more of a counselor. And so they work as a volunteer counseling for us. And so we have, we have over 3,300 kids that we serve a year in our clubs. We have about 160 these counselors in training, high school kids and former club members who are back helping out at things. We have about 250 volunteers. We also have certain full-time staff. We have a full-time club director at every single club. All these people have education type degrees, experienced type people who run the clubs. Then we also utilize certain part-time people, but without the volunteers, we just couldn't provide all the types of services that we provide for the people.
Amazing. And how is Boys and Girls Club funded?
Okay. We funded Our particular club is funded the following. We do charge a fee to attend. It costs $25 for a basic type membership. The kid gets to participate in sports programs, gets to come over at lunch and things like that.
For a year?
Yes,
It's
but there are
amazing.
certain other fees that we charge
Okay.
for kids based upon the types of programs and things like that. However, no kid is ever turned away. You know, we have scholarships that will provide to any kid with any financial type need, and we provide significant scholarships, either 100% scholarships, so they don't even pay the $25 fee, to a partial scholarship based upon working out with the parents as to what they can afford. And so about half of our money we have to raise to provide our programs. The other half comes from various fees, be it transportation fees, et cetera, that is paid by the parents of the kids.
Okay. So speak a little bit about the volunteers and a little bit more about them. If
Okay.
someone was interested in volunteering
Sure.
because they have kids that are already in the program or might be in the program, what's the route? What's the channel?
The route is definitely reach out to just, call our club, Boys and Girls Club of Greater Conejo Valley. Our offices are in Agora Hills, California. Our website is bgcconejo, CONEJO.org, or just Google Boys and Girls Club of Greater Conejo type Valley. And so types of volunteers, all different types of things. You know, a lot of things, we have some bankers who I'll give examples of the best types of the way to do it, I think, is we have some bankers who run a program called Money Manners. So after school, then we have Power Hour, we also have a very specialty program. So they'll run a program for another hour on Money Matters to teach these young people about budgeting, about checking accounts, ATM cards, credit cards, the fees associated with these types of things, how to manage to a budget. And so teach them some basics of finance that I think is important for any kid to learn early. And also opportunities to talk about college, what college costs. You know, so we're always getting the kids to think about, further their education. And we have banners up from the various universities, as well as, robotics talk about trade schools and different opportunities in that regard. So we're always talking about, and so we talk about, the cost of colleges and secondary educations and how you finance that as part of the program. So that's one example. Some bankers put together this program that works so well. We have some former teachers who are tutors. And so remember I talked about that Power Hour? They're there with helping the kids with their homework and helping kids through the various classes. We have some people that have technology backgrounds, and so they're helping keep our computers going and running and things like that. Fundraisers, we always are utilizing people. We run certain events. You say how we're funded. We're funded through contributions as well as various events. And so when we put on some of these big events, we need a fair amount of volunteers to help us put on these events because we have a pretty limited staff. We only have 14 full-time people serving over 3,000 type kids. So you can see the need for volunteers and things like that. And so when we run the events, there's opportunities there to help out our golf outing or help out we have a gala once a year. And the fun thing about our gala is the entertainment. We don't go and hire big name type entertainment and spend a lot of money on big name. Our kids perform. Our kids perform at our gala. And it really, my friends that I invite to come to the gala, come back, it's a key part, seeing these young kids sing or play the piano or play in the back of band is a key part of the gala. It's a key part of the experience to see the kids in action.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, we are out of time, but I'm
Oh, really?
wondering, it goes by fast.
It
but
does.
Is there a summating message you'd like to convey to the viewers?
Well, if anybody has the opportunity to come and support us, both financially, definitely our website there, as well as volunteer type opportunities. And I think the key thing that keeps me and our members that, I don't know the exact numbers, but kids are maybe 30 to 40% of our overall population, but I truly believe they're 100% of our future, and that's why we should all invest in our young people.
Well said.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gary.
All right, thank you.
This is George Alger signing off for this segment of Our Ventura TV. Until we meet again.